Today you guys are going to be doing a freeform line painting, but before that you should have already done this exercise right here. So you should have done the straight lines, the squiggly lines, and also the loopy line. And this loopy line is what you're going to be using as the basis for your freeform line painting. So if you did not do this exercise, please go back to Canvas and do this first. You're going to be using this watercolor paper. It is 12 by 18 inches and it's a little bit thicker, so it should be able to hold any watercolor paint, marker, or anything else that you want to use. Now for the freeform line, which will form the base of the painting, most of you are going to want to use marker to do that. If you don't feel comfortable using marker at first, you can always use a pencil, and then after that, go over that with marker. You don't have to use marker though. If you want to use colored pencil or crayon, you can use crayon to make that line as well. For myself, I'm going to be using this brush pen, and unfortunately you guys can't use the brush pen, but you can use a watercolor brush with black paint, and you can use that to color in the line. I have finished my freeform line. Now yours does not have to be like mine at all, but I do want you to fill up the entire page. And you're more than welcome to do like me and put in a few different lines, not just one continuous line. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to add shapes. Now we'll talk more about shapes next week and we'll do a project with that. But for now, I just want you to add a few different simple shapes. For example, right here, I'm going to add a triangle, and I'm going to add triangles throughout the painting. The last thing I do before I color it in is I'm going to add some textures and patterns. For example, I'll just draw some straight lines here, and I'll do that in a few different other places and maybe add a squiggly line or two. To color in this painting, you can use markers. You can also use watercolor paint, and you can also use colored pencils. Or, like me, you can use a combination of all three. I finished coloring this with markers and colored pencils. Notice there is still some white space on this painting, and that's okay. This is the minimum. However, I do want you to try and color in the whole painting if you have time. This is my finished project. I've used a freeform line as the base, added shapes, and colored it in. Now I want you guys to do something similar. Have fun with it, don't think too hard, and I'll be around to help you.